Hey guys, and welcome back to my YouTube channel. In this video, I'm going to be going over the second question that I have for KOTOR, and I think most of us who are KOTOR fans or who are new to KOTOR but are still excited for this remake might have. So in the first video, which you can go watch, I'll leave a link in the description, I answered the question, why is the new KOTOR a PS5 exclusive and what this could mean for the future of Star Wars gaming? And there we concluded that it could be that other companies like Xbox and Nintendo could start to have more exclusives because now PlayStation can sell a lot of copies of KOTOR and the PS5 now that it's going to be an exclusive. So in this video, I'm going to answer the second question which I have, which is going to be, will the new KOTOR depend on your choices to affect how your story will go? So stick around and we're going to answer that question and we're going to find the most positive conclusion which could help us understand what the new KOTOR is going to be. So a couple announcements before I start this video. Number one, Star Wars Visions has come out. So you can go watch my Star Wars Visions episode review, which I'll leave a link in the description. And I know that video was really long, but I had to do 4 episodes in one. And second announcement, today is actually my birthday. I'm sure none of you guys really care, but just to subscribe or even just give a like, that would be a very nice birthday present for me. And the last announcement is that my everything you need to know before watching Star Wars Visions has hit 136 views, I think. So if we can get that up a little higher, then that would be I would be very happy. And maybe you can even get that to 200. I kind of doubt that because Star Wars Visions has already ended, so I bet none of you guys really need that video anymore. But still, it would be just nice to go check that one out. So now we're going to get into the actual bone of the video. So let me just give you on a bit of backstory through KOTOR. So the original KOTOR from 19-something, I don't know, it was in 80s or maybe it was 90s. That KOTOR, it depended on your choices to affect your journey. So first of all, you can completely customize your hero. You can customize the hair. You can not just Jedi Fallen Order. You can customize the poncho. You can customize the hair, the gender, the everything of your protagonist. And you can also choose the light side or the dark side, and this game was heavily affected by your choices. So not just Jedi Fallen Order, like you can choose if you want to go to Zeffo or Dathomir. Big choices like light side or dark side. Do you want to help this character or do you want to let this character die? So that's kind of what Star Wars gaming back then. They used to be heavily decided on your choices. Like the Force Unleashed, you can choose a light side or a dark side ending. So this game also followed what the Force Unleashed gave us. So that means that here I'm going to go to on if this still could be going. So number one, I'm going to start with why this could still be going. So the reason why this could still be going is because this was one of the primary aspects of KOTOR. So a remake means that you're not just going to take the same characters and create a whole new story. You have to keep the basic story and you have to keep the basic characters and you have to keep a couple of stuff the same to still call it a remake. So for an example, let me give you the DuckTales. Have you heard of DuckTales? The original DuckTales, which was in 1987, and then the new DuckTales 2017 reboot, they kept all the characters and they kept some of the stories the same, and they kind of just edited some of the stories. So it's not the exact same stories, just told a newer animation, but they kept the same story and the same everything, the general story, which gave us a great reboot. So for the KOTOR, they have to keep a couple of things the same, including the way that you have to decide what your journey, because that was a big part of the original KOTOR. So if they wanted to still call it a remake, they kind of have to include that you're allowed to make your choices to affect the journey. And I think a lot of people liked that you have the freedom of making choices. It's not just, like I keep saying in this video, Zeffo or Dathomir. You get to choose big things, like I said, light side or dark side. So I think this would give an ideal journey, because if some people want a light side game where you play as a protagonist like Cal Kestis, and if some people want a dark side game where you play as like evil Starkiller or something, if somebody wants a Starkiller reboot or something, I don't know, then this would be the perfect game so you could choose what you want. Now, the sad part is that with every good news, there's also a bad news. Like I said in my other video, how this is going to be a PS5 exclusive. Now there's the bad news for this video. because this could have something to do with the Star Wars canon. So Disney has been very careful on maintaining most of their stuff after the 2014 or 2015 reboot. I don't know. Whenever they bought Lucasfilm and did the 2015 reboot or whatever, they've kept pretty much everything after that canon, except for a couple Lego Star Wars stuff, and then obviously Star Wars Visions, like I mentioned earlier. So that means that if they want to keep this story canon, then how would this vote for Disney? So because, like I said earlier, how they want to keep everything the same as the original KOTOR, but for the Disney sake of it, I think that they could, if they wanted to make this story canon, because it's such a good story, they might want to make it Star Wars canon, then they wouldn't be able to do this. You wouldn't be able to choose the look of your character. You'd basically just be able to customize your poncho or something like we got in Jedi Fallen Order. So this wouldn't affect the game at all if you weren't able to customize everything, but I think that would be such a bummer for a lot of people who loved the customization of the original game. Personally, I would be perfectly fine with just a set story, but I'm sure a lot of you guys would want to have the freedom to choose light side or dark side, hair color, whatever, eye color, I don't know. So now that I've gone to both reasons on why it could or could not have the freedom to choose in this new game, now for the end of this video, I'm going to go into what I actually think. So what I think that Lucasfilm is going to go for, and Disney, I think they're going to go for option A, where they allow you to make your choices and make this story not canon. Because I feel that, first of all, this game, maybe it doesn't work right for the Star Wars canon yet, because we haven't really gotten to the Old Republic yet, and we still have Rian Johnson's Star Wars trilogy that is rumored. So I feel like that could bring us into the Old Republic, and maybe Disney's just not ready to bring us into the Old Republic yet. And also, I feel like that is such a big aspect of the original game, where you're allowed to choose, that they can't just not do it for the new game. I feel like it can't be KOTOR without you having to make your choices. That's kind of one of the things that makes it KOTOR. So I feel that in this new game, you will be allowed to make your choices of light side or dark, what planets you go to, who you help, and who you just let die, and basically full customization, not just, like I keep mentioning in this video, BD1 colors and poncho colors, full customization. So that is genuinely what I think could be going on for this new KOTOR game. If you think something else, and then tell me in the comments below, and tell me if you think that customization would be good in the new KOTOR game, or if you think it should just be a straight canon story, no customization, well, a little bit of customization, but a straight canon story where you can't change anything. So tell me both of those in the comments below, and if you enjoyed this video, please like and subscribe. That would be very nice for me, a nice birthday present, and this is what I think for KOTOR, so bye.
I am a Jedi, like my father before me.
So be it, Jedi.